Okay, let's install Ubuntu system in Windows. So let's start with the Microsoft Store. And then you can search for Ubuntu. So you will see a number of the different version, and I'm going to use the latest version. So we are using Ubuntu, but actually you don't need to. If you prefer, there are different distribution like SUSE. So you want to install different version, feel free to do so. So we're gonna click and install. So it is now installed. So we're gonna launch. So you're gonna create a Unix account. So you want to come up with your own username, and then it will ask a password, and ask the password again to make sure they're the same. And then now we are at the home directory. So next step is installing all the packages and make them up to date. So the command is a sudo apt-get update, so that you're gonna get the list of all the latest libraries for Ubuntu. And then you're gonna ask the password that you just entered for this account. Just type it in here and then enter. And then it's getting all the list of the latest packages, sub packages. And now we are going to upgrade. So sudo apt-get upgrade. And then it's gonna give you the list of the packages to be updated. And the default value is yes, as you can see in the Y in caps. So just hit enter. Then it will download all the packages and then upgrade it to their latest version. Okay, now all the Ubuntu key libraries are up to date and packages are up to date. So next step is installing Anaconda inside of it. So let's go to the place where we can download it. So the address is repo.anaconda.com/archive. This is where you can get the link to download the latest packages for various operating system. So repo.anaconda.com archive. And then, as you can see, it has many different versions for various operating system. And although we are using Windows, we are going to install Anaconda inside the Linux subsystem. So you have to make sure that you are getting the installation package for the Linux, not Windows. So this is what we're going to get as of November 2020. This is the latest version. So Anaconda.3 Linux x86 64. You right click the link and then you will see an option to copy link address. So you will do that. And then you will go back to this. And then we will use a wget. It's a command line download manager. And then you have to give the link address. So instead of typing all that, just right click. Right click, then it automatically pastes the one that we just copied. So wget and then link by doing the right click and then hit enter. Then it will start downloading. So if you have been using Windows, not any other Linux or Mac OS, then you are not, I guess you are not a little bit familiar with the installation process through the command line. But this is the easiest way. So ls, and then you can see what we just downloaded. So this is actually a shell command. So shell, and then Anaconda, and then you don't need to type all this. So just type the first few the characters, and then you hit tab. Then it will do the auto completion. So this is one of the cool function from the bash script that comes in the Linux. So sh Anaconda, and then we want to see the what are the installation the possible flags for this one. So let's use the -h help option. So as you can see, we see a number of options, and we are going to use the B -B option. Run install in batch mode. So we're not gonna answer questions along the way. So that will do. So sh Anaconda again, just tap and then -B. And then I'd like to install it in a different location other than the home location. So home, the user account, this is the home directory. So by default, it installed the Anaconda 3 directory in home directory, but I want to install an opt directory. So home kn opt. I'm just trying to be consistent with my installation on Mac. So Anaconda 3. And then this will install this Anaconda inside the Ubuntu terminal in Windows in a batch mode, and then install it in this specific directory. So let's hit enter here. And then it will basically unpacking all the packages in the background, and then it will install it as soon as it unpack all the packages. All right, packages are being extracted. And then they are being installed. Okay, now it is finished. So we need to activate the Anaconda. So we just use we're gonna run the command to initiate all the Anaconda environment. So now that I installed the Anaconda in the opt directory, it is in there, and then the binary. So the name is conda, NINIT. So that's how we initiate and finalize the installation. So it did a small modification, so it is ready to go. So to take changes, for changes to take effect, we need to close and then open the shell. So by typing exit, we're gonna close it. So as you can see, this Ubuntu icon also disappeared. So let's have it in the start menu. So pin to start, and then also I'll put it in the start menu. Okay, now you probably notice the difference. So the base is already activated. Anaconda base environment is already activated. So if you do a heavy Python programming, you may appreciate this, but we're not going to do that. So let's deactivate it. So deactivate Conda base. And then here is the link. So actually one of the answer is this. So Conda config set auto activate false. So let's just copy it and then put it in here. So you can type it if you want, but I just kind of cut and paste it. Conda config -- set auto underscore activated underscore base false. So we're not going to activate base every time we launch the console. So now we just close it and then we open it again to see it's in effect. All right, now that it's gone. So now we are going to install Ascends through Git. So the command is git clone github.com mcp and git. So this is the way we're gonna clone the Ascends from the github.com. So it's not a big file, so it fairly quickly downloads everything. As you can see, we see the Ascends directory which we just got, and then the file that we just downloaded to install the Anaconda, and then the Anaconda installed on opt directory. So we're gonna go to the Ascends. Again, you don't need to type everything, just type a few characters at the beginning, then just use the tab to complete the command. And then you enter, and ls is a command. So as you can see, there are a number of the files. So we are going to use a conda again to create the dedicated environment for Ascend. So as you can see, in your cat is the command to show the contents of the text file, ASCII text file. So as you can see here, it installed the set of specific versions of a specific packages. So by using this command, Conda will get all the necessary packages that satisfy all the hierarchies automatically. So Conda env environment create -app based on the environment file -name ascend. So basically, this is the command to create a dedicated Python environment to use Ascend. So conda env create -f environment.yml --name Ascend. And then it will collect all the proprietary packages, and then install them. So as you can see, it installed a lot of Python packages automatically. Okay, so this is the end of the installation of the Ascends through the Anaconda environment inside the Linux system of Windows. So let's as you can see, we can use conda activate command to activate the Ascend environment, And then once everything is done, then we can use deactivate. So let's see how it works. So conda activate ascends, and then you will see that the prompt is changed like this. And then you are in the ascend directory. So what we are going to do is Python train minus pi and h. If this is working, then you can say that the ascend has been installed correctly, right? And again, ls command Python. Let's fire up the GUI version to get it started, right? So let's see. Again, you don't need to type everything. Ascend server pi, and then it will kind of launch the web interface automatically. So let's go to the localhost, the 7777 as instructed. So localhost 7777, and then we see all this menus. So you can call a file. You can load up the file using the CSV command, and then you will see all this kind of Windows file loading windows. So this is how you start the ascent. All right. Have fun.